Alright. Let's get this started.
Danganronpa.
I think I left off where we were talking about Gundam's trial. Continue.
Hello. I hope your day is well.
Wait.
I'm trying to force myself to be more. I might have. Yeehaw!
What happened? Did I not
But be
save the
careful.
rest?
And just like I say each time.
We know who did the.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead. Is it really all right to accept the situation so easily? I mean,
I did
that's
this
not
already.
what's
If I'm not
important.
mistaken.
The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Yes, you are.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
Naruto, as usual, I can't tell if he's thinking or have no idea if he's serious or
Anyway,
not.
if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
No, fallen.
I see!
He fell.
That's it? I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
If the
Yeah.
funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That, I don't know yet.
Don't just make things
We
up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
If Nekomaru died from falling, where is the killer show Nekomaru from? If I'm going to... No, the handle. They forgot the handle. The broken handle. It's strange.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru
The
inside
broken
the
doorknob.
elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the front and made use of the drop.
Hold on! Did you forget the As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open, which means the elevator wouldn't...
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
Hold on. Of course, y'all can never walk a little spot inside.
When the elevator is on the first floor, you can't go through the door on the fourth.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Damn it!
I'm confused.
When the elevator is on the first floor,
I could have sworn I did this.
you can't go through the door on the fourth floor.
I don't.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the fourth floor to the first floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a... As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
Something's not right.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
Like, I don't.
When the elevator is on the first floor, you can't go through the door on the fourth floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this?
Wait. Because you can't move
After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the fourth floor to the first floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the... As long as there's a moving object inside.
No, that's wrong.
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed it, right?
That is correct.
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to explain, before Kazuichi interrupted me. Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it. Shaka seems to have an idea, but what can we...
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
This got something to do with the wire.
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
No, it's not.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
Maybe.
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
What that?
I agree with that. Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
Exactly.
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair! That's right. He was suspended in midair. Huh? The killer tied up Mekamaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence!
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
That's true.
Too easy.
Oh my god, Kazuichi.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
Why?
If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair... Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire... How would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
I can't back down! It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
No. What am I doing?
Crap! What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Crap! What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Oh, the clock tower.
Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Allow me to cut through those words! What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
That's true.
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode.
Exactly.
Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why,
You will freak out.
if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off.
Exactly.
In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
The kid didn't accept the donut to come off. The reason that even happened was because in the case I shall use all my full power. If that's really the reason, it was.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
Goddamn, Sam.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this.
He
So
does.
thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor.
It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight to the floor. The pillar. He collided with the pillar.
I see!
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Uh-huh.
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah,
That is
that's
true.
impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know!
Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just another... But I can't choke out the... They'll mess with the wall clock.
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
That.
No, that's wrong!
It's that. 'Cause it's the radio clock.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
No, they couldn't.
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
We're not.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
They were tampered with. They were tampered with. That's what it was. Larger drive. Oh crap. What did Haji make the others misunderstand? Dang it. The time of the... I think it's the time of the building. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Which clocks are separate? Nakamura's clock. Was it both? No? No. It was the building clocks. The building clocks got tempered with. Okay. My ass. Okay, question. I jumped! Question 3. Which house had the wrong time? Grape House. I think we did. Wait, both? Was it both houses? Is it?
It's all coming together! You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that? If only I heard the sound when he fell.
I agree with that. That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
It was.
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
No, because of her room.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how...
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
It's a rumbling sound. An hour?
I see!
No, 2 hours. I'm tripping. 2 hours.
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
So that means he actually did that at 7:30, but we thought it was
Plus, the
5:30.
funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they could lure out just Nekomaru. If you
only
messed with
Nekomaru?
the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right?
That is true.
From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
I mean, only Nekomaru. What's his? The Tai Chi.
I see!
Tai Chi, because it's always at 7 o'clock.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but this radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
And when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
It was actually 7 o'clock.
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early! He didn't even ask you yet!
Jeez, how outrageous. I honestly didn't say everyone to dish Monokuma Tai Chi. But it turned out like this after all. So I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right?
Yep.
We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez! That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad!
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it! It's incorrect!
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery.
Right.
Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Huh?
Why would that decrease the number of suspects?
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru,
yeah.
the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Nagato?
You're the only one! The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy.
But he's
You weren't
in
in your room, were you?
I just remember because Nagato and I think Sonya, they both have deluxe rooms which is soundproof, so that's why he didn't hear the loud sound.
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
No, it's not.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House.
Because they had the deluxe room.
But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange?
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Oh, Chiaki had it too. That's what I just
I
remember.
was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common.
They all
And I'm
have the
sure
deluxe
you'll figure
rooms.
it out.
They had the deluxe suites. That's what it is. Come on, now, give me an E, give me an E, give me an E, give me an E. Oh, they get. Oh, crap. Yep, deluxe rooms, deluxe rooms. God dang it! Oh my god. Come on, I need a. Oh, I need a.
I got it!
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right?
Yep, dang it.
Right?
Yep.
If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation.
That's it. That's true.
I actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve course student talent? Now then, you guys must understand by now, right?
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
So I feel like I understood what I was saying. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Stop it. Yep, it's Gundam. Like I said, Gundam. Oh yeah. Hey, Gundam.
You're the only one! Gundam, there's something I want to ask you. When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Oh, Lord, don't give me
You were
that.
able to hear it.
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right?
That's right.
Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it...
Gundam?
There's only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
You better have
Gundam
something to say.
probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Me?
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
That is true.
Putting Nekomaru in sleep mode.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
Yep.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound thus proving they were in the room, just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Dang.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please.
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument?
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Right.
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It
So
seems
you
it was
did.
actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
No, sorry.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you. At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
You said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator.
Which you knocked out.
Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
No.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
Nagato found a way to where he could go from Great Tower to the secret passage. It's the secret passage. If I remember, yeah, because Nagato found a way to where he can come through Grape House and Strawberry House. Nah.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator, your assumption collapsed.
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry...
Since I was at Strawberry, there's no question that the fault...
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
We're gonna stop her right now.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
There.
No, that's
no,
wrong.
it's not. Incorrect, Gundam.
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Yes, it
Then
does.
why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Nagato, where you at? I need you right now.
You're the only one! Nagito, you should know.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Nagato, why are you here? Because I showed up.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show off. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down... Surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma archive.
Meaning, the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
Oh, Lord.
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop.
There's no way I can stop.
Did you say? Don't
Let's
make
get
me
it.
angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Okay, Hulk. Oh, well.
Even if the turbine box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Okay,
Even
hold
if
on.
the turbine box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Man, this is so difficult to do.
Even if the turbine box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down! I already proved the secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light! Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of...
Allow me to cut through those words! The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body. The hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. Pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
If that's the case,
Carl.
they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end. Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act.
Hey, what are you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, so he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact... Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And, without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious! I'm going to destroy your illusory assumption!
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought. Truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument. It was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. You must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
Okay. I guess you don't want me to submit it. Alright. Can it...
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! Show me the cadaver!
Show me the cadaver.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easy? This is the end!
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
It's possible.
Of course it'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundams. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
That's true. Silver Fox Sandy.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Mekamaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
That's true.
How about it, Gundam?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own 2 hands.
Okay, closing argument. I want to say, hold on, this. That's there. Oh, let's start on that. No. That's correct. I want to say that. That's correct. And that goes there. Will that go right here? Okay, good. Last stock. That right there. That there. Okay, that's there. Hiko was here. So then the last and final one will go right here.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Huh?
Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime.
No, I don't have Zell. Why? Oh,
first,
no.
They destroyed the contact elevator.
No, I don't got Zell. You don't got Cash
the
App?
others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House.
No.
Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours.
Okay.
Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower. And to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru.
Gundam was smart about this a little bit.
Then,
I'll
they used
give
the
him
secret
that. Gundam
octagon
was smart.
passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending. And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful. And placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage. So they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob. But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died.
And that's the loud noise.
The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
And we are correct.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You got no choice but to believe it.
You don't
did
wish to forgive me, do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
I got a B. I already know it. Yep. Okay.
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever! Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
Yep, it was Gundam. It'd be bad that I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct again. Getting all 4 in a row without a mistake is a splendid achievement. That's right, the one who killed the robotic Nekomaru is the amazing Funhouse. Was Gundam Tanaka.
Nice!
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with. Hold on. It's true the class trial has finished. It doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish it yet until we hear from Gundam.
Jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either. So do whatever you like. Why do you want to talk to me? Why do you want to talk to the one who has lost? The loser nearly leaves. Oh, it will be unnecessary for me to say that.
Listen well.
Excuse me, y'all. I'm like kind of backing stuff up. Oh crap!
Damn it!
Lost and died. Did I just hit the? I hit the O button by accident.
This too must be the will of
If he was
causality.
just trying to die and cling to life, there's no. Wait a minute. If he was trying to die and cling to life. Wait. However, he did not allow that.
You.
What do you mean? Explain. Fine then. Now I shall reveal it all.
Let's make history.
Right after finding their room, I discovered a secret room to the funhouse, and I devised a killing plan to utilize that secret. By tampering with the clocks in the building, and I succeeded by luring Nekomaru to the tower. So this is what happened. Huh? Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with another. Should I say I accepted as much as from the sense of okay? He could have run away, but he wait. So does that mean Nekomaru wanted to? Okay, I get it. I get it. I get the whole entire thing, and this is not closing. But he did not turn his back on me. Instead, he chose to fight and risk his life and death.
That is...
A fight to risk life and death.
Let me tell you this.
He was serious too. He gave it all. He gave his all with the to try to kill me. Huh? If I had died instead, the mystery would surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went into the tower by myself.
I can see it!
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole time.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent.
They sacrificed themselves. That's what happened.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great line.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
They sacrificed themselves in order to get out of the funhouse.
Heroes, lords of darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
Gundam in...
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might!
Oh my god, so now listen to this whole thing. He So now actually listen to this whole thing. Gundam seeked out Nekomaru because he wanted to fight, because in order for them to actually escape the funhouse, someone had to commit a murder. So he knew he didn't want to do it with nobody else. So he felt a feeling that the only person who I could have a fight with that will actually give me a good fight that I will enjoy, that I know for a fact that the only way that was Nekomaru. Okay. So both of them sacrificed each other in order for everybody else to survive. Dang. That's crazy. Gundam and Nekomaru sacrificed each other in order for everybody else to survive. That's why he got so mad. And I just thought about it too. That's why he got mad at when Nagato said that Nekomaru didn't give up a good fight. That's why he got mad. He got mad because Nagato implied saying that Nekomaru didn't went out without a fight when technically Nekomaru fought for his life too as well. But whoever came out as the victor was going to still be the Blacken. Now I think about it. Now it kind of makes me wonder: what if Nekomaru was the Blacken, and then what was?
I won't go easy on you! Don't even think about holding back! Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics! Give me everything you got!
Nekomaru need die! Your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
That is...
Why would you fight? We are all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? How would you? Even if we both sides agree, I'm not arguing. I have no intuition. So forcing.
Let me tell you.
How about I must say this? What's the point of living if you're just waiting to?
You weakling!
There's no way. Nekomaru and Gundam sacrificed themselves. That's why they did it, Sonya. This is crazy. The more I think, this is really crazy. They really sacrificed themselves in order for everybody else to live. Wow. We are not friends with each other. Huh? Do you want to have... You gotta die?
Fall, my tears.
Okay.
If you flinch, you will die!
I gotta pause this here.
Okay. Give it up like this, man.
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard the song of Doggy
Fine. Listen well.
This is what I mean by live. If you're saying kill for the sake of the evil,
I shall engulf this world. I renounce you!
You.
are you saying that you're trying to disrupt what you did? But it sounds like Nekomar felt the same way too. That's why they fought, right? Exactly!
Fine.
That means that man had courage to die. When he needed, that man had courage to die when he needed to die. That's why he challenged me to our violence. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you. I have betrayed you all. That's absolutely
Fall, my...
But even so, do you think it's a better option to slowly starve us to death here?
Oh.
That belief is why you committed your crime.
You...
Hey, what about the final day room? Did you do the retrievers?
Let's make history.
Unlike Naruto, I only did it once. I compared with the best of my battle with Nekomar, that was a mere child's play.
Well?
You know, after listening to what you're talking for a while, I'm starting to think that, well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. Don't tell me that you Exactly! Him and Nekomar sacrificed themselves in order for everybody else to stay alive, because if they would have stayed in the fun house, they would have starved to death. That's what he did. Both Nekomar and Gundam sacrificed themselves in order for everybody to leave out there so they wouldn't starve to death. I can't believe you asked me such a foolish question.
My name is Gundam Tanaka!
Just so you think I am Gundam Tanaka. History's greatest monster.
Fade like dust in the wind.
Years, or a billion years, not even 10 billion years. In the name of the Pinocchio, it is impossible. Is that it? I just leave it. Let's get rid of this full stop. It's time to...
Yes, indeed!
Yay, got it! I've had a fast first one.
Please wait!
Oh, Lord. Please wait, this is super...
I beg of you!
Oh, Lord. Please, Monaco. Oh, she don't want him to go.
Huh?
I beg of you!
Please, I beg of you.
How?
And that, and that's as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself. Is fine not stuff reals, right?
Fine.
Yes. I do not mind.
What is it, my four dark devas of destruction?
Oh, they're sad.
Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Yeah.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
shock on him. Gundam has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. What the heck am I looking at? Is that true? Gundam's not going to stampede. Oh, that looks sad. What's he doing? He should do such for if he gets. What the heck is that? And it didn't work. Dang. Did you get taken to heaven? He's getting taken to heaven. Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words is still lingering deep in our heart, in our chest. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstood what he meant? Then
what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
Damn it. Damn it. I'm so pissed off. I need to throw something.
Damn it!
Throw Nagato. Throw Nagato. You all spent so much time worrying about each other. It's thanks to that things ended up like this. You're so full of shit. Every last one. But the biggest piece of shit is me.
Worst.
Damn it. Why am I so weak?
Oh.
It's such a downer, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our best, our very best.
You are right.
You're right. This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
you are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell and push. And I presume he will be. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. Okay? Let's take up our friends. Go forward, left.
Hey!
So how long you guys are gonna stand around chattering? The class shot's over, so it's okay for you to hurry up and go to Jet Rock Island. However, the Killer School trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that.
Wait!
Hold on. How much longer are you gonna keep this going? Seriously, how long is you gonna keep this going?
Now then.
Now then. Alright. Feeling down for so long, I finally hit and refresh. Let's have we go back and eat some food.
Hey!
Okay. Hold on a second. The move shit's too damn
Not
fast.
like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. What does it mean to live, right? Then let's get back. Let's get back for now and eat. And then after we're full, let's sleep in as much as we want.
Right?
And then let's do our best. Yeah, you're right. I know. I gave you all mine here, so I'm glad I did. I kind of did it. I kind of did it in a smart way because I gave part of it early, then did that, then the other part, then I gave you the rest. That's what I mean. Because the third, this Tuesday? Yo, So yeah, I gave mine a go on time then. So, huh? I did. I gave mine the last one too. So. Was it him? Oh, come on. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to change so much valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Instead, I was able to learn the identity of the true enemy, and before everyone else knows too. There's no way the file had just hidden information.
Well,
I guess they were too busy with other matters, or maybe they just reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things really get complicated if they found out. Anyways, I can't forget
damn
this.
it.
This should never be forgiven. There's a way I can let this run loose. What? What is he talking about? I'll be the one who stops this once and for all. It will cost my life.
It's obvious.
What? And for the sake of hope, I cannot forgive this.
Monokuma appears!
Alright, Monokuma has arrived. Who's selling it?
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why is it so lonely, little Nagato? Are you all alone tonight too?
What's the matter?
So what's up? Your face looks scary. I see. So you can tell. Perhaps you found out who the traitor is. You know me well. Alright. He got like 2 bags, so okay. So just 1 Coke and 1 Sprite. Okay. Oh, okay. Come on now. That's what I like to say, but unfortunately, I haven't learned that yet. I see. Give me a second, y'all. I see. So if you don't know, looks like the final showdown is going to take a little bit more time.
Hello.
So why did you summon me anyway? Were you finally going to confess your love?
Hey.
I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize of the final day room. Oh yeah, what about it? There's information about the 16th student in this file that I received. But isn't it weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
You don't even know?
But there's a traitor of the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person of the total of the students will be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But the file contains documents they were created by Hope Street Academy, right?
Of course.
That's right. I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time in. If the file even contains information about that traitor, was also a former student of Hope Street Academy.
Who knows?
Woohoo! I wonder. Could it be you're doing it? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information? What's wrong with that? It's my job to heat things up. It's okay if I do something small like that, right?
Well,
that's not my point. My point is you already know who the traitor is. What's wrong with that?
You're getting all riled
up. Well, you're fully correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored no purpose? Just like Monami after losing her majesty, the traitor existence means absolutely nothing to me. I wonder. So, who's the traitor then? Their existence means nothing, huh?
No.
Well, that's how I feel.
I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff. I feel like he's lying about that because if that's the case, why would Future Foundation put us through all this? And if you're not affiliated with Future Foundation, that means you have something to do. You should be working with Future Foundation yourself too as well, correct? Monokuma? Because nothing he's saying right there does not make sense. Okay, hold on. Give me a second, y'all. That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer a cooperation. Of my cooperation, you know?
Huh?
Cooperation?
Hey.
Your purpose is to fill everyone in this island in despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep.
Yep.
If
that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat
right?
soon. However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No.
Obviously, that's a big no-no.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I want to make everyone in this group feel despair. That includes you too. Well, I knew you'd say that. Besides, I just wouldn't be able to hand the sadness when you... sorry. Besides, I wouldn't be able to handle that sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. Just as I thought, you saw right through me.
You're right.
No matter what the situation I find myself in, my core way is thinking it will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself and despair exist. You're right. The true belief of hope, after all, I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason. Is he talking about Makoto? Because the only person who he's talking about is Makoto, because Makoto was always on his case, and that's why he was trying to kill him and Kyoko for the most part, because he was on his case, and they were the only one well, mainly Kyoko, but Makoto too as well. They are the main ones that like was on his behind when it came down to like everything. Hold on.
Say that belief is
huh?
Reminds you. I don't know what you're talking about, but if that song is worthless as me, it reminds you of something.
Yeah. I forgot to close it. That's Jimmy's. I forgot to tie that up. That is not Jimmy. What's it? That is Jimmy. Yeah. I just put his name on there. I just put Jimmy Chicken. So I just did that. It must be true now.
Like.
Well, you just done something, right? I mean, the fact that you even involved in something like this.
Wow.
Am I? $4.12. Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
Huh?
You don't know?
When you say that coming across this much of despair and rather rare opportunity, I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I get eliminated despair from this island, I won't be the stepladder anymore. I'll become true. Oh. You two are alike. You definitely remind me of him. Hey, there's one thing I want to ask.
See?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting on someone on this island. Is that person you're waiting on already on this island?
Hey.
Well, answer my question.
That's...
If that's the case, that person has already... If that person's already on this island... Wouldn't that be exciting? Alright, I'm gonna get off here for a little bit and